Hi, everybody, and welcome to WCBN Sports coverage of Michigan Volleyball. My name is Nick Hornberg, alongside me, Adam Rich. Michigan Volleyball versus Ohio State. We had massive technical difficulties in what could be described as our equipment suffering a complete and catastrophic failure, but here we are at the end of set 2, Michigan up 20-12, and Michigan taking the first set 25-14 in dominant fashion at home over the Buckeyes here at the Chrysler Center, as Natalie Smith, the Wolverines starting libero, stands to take the serve.
And Natalie Smith has been incredible today, dominant on the defensive end.
And Smith's deliver the attack at the corner, and that is out of bounds, point to Michigan.
And on that one, an attack error without really any semblance of a block, but just getting back to what's happened in these two sets that we've missed, the Ohio State attack has been stifled. As a team, they are hitting under 100 from the floor, just tough stuff there. Getting the point there, which will put them back up above 100 on the attack percentage and within 8 points late here in the second set, but still a struggle indeed from Ohio State, namely Vanja Bukalic, negative 143 on the attack.
And that was Adria Powell with the kill. Now the pass by Paige Jones. Welsh goes for the attack, and Mackenzie Welsh finding that space for her third kill of the afternoon.
And Mackenzie Welsh, fourth in career assists with 58 all-time, a legend for the Maize and Blue. And that dump play of hers, the stuff of legend as well.
Indeed. Mackenzie Welsh now stands to serve, and the pass by Gonzalez. Now Maurer to set the attack from the back, dig by Welsh, and nobody's there to get it. Mackenzie Welsh not able to keep it in the area. That will be a kill for Gabby Gonzalez.
And I know the Wolverines were only able to get one touch on that one, but still, as a unit, the passing has been infinitely better than the last time out for Michigan. It's just drastic improvement since the early games. I think the down point of the season was that Dayton Invitational where nothing went right, but I mean today things have been incredible. The back row hitters and Natalie Smith doing an impeccable job.
Becca Maurer serve, pass by Wetterstrom, and that's an overpass, and put home by Adria Powell, her 8th kill, co-leading the Buckeyes in kills with Gabby Gonzalez.
And naturally, after talking about how great the passing has been today, an overpass, but still, as a whole, Michigan Volleyball doing a great job.
Maurer's delivery, the pass by Wetterstrom, that's almost another overpass. Welsh gets it up there. Pertovsky at the corner, is that inbounds? Yes, point to Michigan. 23-15.
And May Pertovsky struggled the last time out against Notre Dame. One of her worst, 2 times ago against Notre Dame, one of her worst games of the season, but today 8 for 17 on the attack, only 2 errors, 2 digs and 2 blocks as well, an all-around game from the freshman star.
Wetterstrom's delivery, and now Maurer the set, and a bit of an off-target set, but still excellent effort by Adria Powell to get a point back. It's 23-16 now.
And I know 2 Wolverines went for that ball, and you want to work around that, but it beats what we've seen in the past with this team, where nobody attacks the ball. And I would much rather have 2 players attacking than no players, because at least someone is bound to pop that ball up in the air. It is inexcusable to let the ball hit the ground without so much as an attempt to go after it.
And Bea Franklin's delivery, the pass by Smith, that one way up in the air. Smith didn't really get a great handle on it. Wetterstrom the bump set. Jones will spin it over in the dig by Kylie Murr. Maurer the set, and a block by May Pertovsky, and Corey Crocker denies Gabby Gonzalez.
And May Pertovsky doing the heavy lifting on the block. She's now back to serve for the match. She had a one-on-one block earlier that was emphatic, pumped her up, pumped up the crowd, now looking to do the same with everyone on their feet.
And here we are, set point at the Chrysler Center. Pertovsky's delivery, the pass by Murr. Maurer the set, Bukalic kept alive by Welsh. Wetterstrom, the running bump set. Robinson will just have to give the free ball over. Now Maurer's set, and the attack in the middle by Whitty, and Ohio State will stay alive.
And a tough break there. A great dig on the original defense from Sydney Wetterstrom, but still, on that second attempt, Wetterstrom just a little too overzealous trying to steal the ball from her teammate.
Now Lauren Whitty, the pass by Wetterstrom, that's another overpass, put away, but good dig by Robinson. Ohio State not able to put it home. Welsh the set, Jones! Inside corner, 2-0.
Hitting in real estate. Location, location, location. Paige Jones painting the corner with that one, tucking it right inside the crevice between the side out of bounds and the back out of bounds line. With that, the Wolverines another commanding victory in the second set. They took the first one 25-14, played just as well in the second set 25-17, and I think without a doubt, Nick, we can say that this is the best we have seen the Wolverines play this season.
Indeed, the only time I can think of anything close was Notre Dame last Sunday, a week before yesterday. Myself and Vanessa Litchard were on the call. Michigan winning that game 3-1, but indeed, this has been really a dominant performance, both offensively and defensively, for Michigan today. But of course, the last time Michigan played the Buckeyes, it was in Columbus last October, a little under a year ago. Michigan stormed out to a 2-0 lead, but Ohio State roared straight back 1 set 3 and 4. Michigan ultimately able to put it away in set 5. And of course, Michigan lost set 3 last week against Notre Dame after going up 2-0. So, of course, there is still some cause for concern. A strong entry into the third set could really put a lot of fans at ease here at the Chrysler Center tonight. And really, the best crowd for Michigan volleyball yet this year.
And I think it's that Ohio State rivalry, similar to the Notre Dame one, that brings out the best in everyone, whether it be the fans, the coaches, or the players. And I think we've seen it here today. The raucous crowd booing a strong effort on the floor by the Wolverines. I mean, everything has been working. I think the best moment of the match was that May Pertovsky ISO block. Corey Crocker up front actually got fooled by a fake swing on the Ohio State side. May Pertovsky left out on an island against Gabby Gonzalez and stuffed her. Just a brick wall on the defensive side. And, you know, we've talked about Pertovsky a lot, but still Paige Jones hitting 10 of 20 with 0 errors, something that, had you told me a year ago that Paige Jones would have a game with 20 attempts and have 0 attack errors, I would have been absolutely shocked. And I think it speaks to A, the job the coaching staff has done in developing her, but B, the job that Jones has done, just settling in. She seemed a little uneasy to start the year, kind of adjusting to that 1A role last year, really more of a number 2 to Carly Scott, who was the beginning, the middle, and the end of the Michigan offense. This year, Paige Jones, a 1A to Sydney Wetterstrom, and May Pertovsky's 1B and C, even Jess Robinson a 1D, but still, Paige Jones, a player stepping into the spotlight, struggled a little bit at first, but these past few games have been stupendous, well on her way to her already secured her 7th consecutive game with double-digit kills, and it's only been 2 sets today.
And Paige Jones, as a freshman last year, I suppose an equivalent you can make elsewhere in Michigan sports would be to Willie Weiss Michigan baseball. The talent, very much apparent, as Adam shakes his head, but also extremely raw. And Paige Jones, of course, stormed out to 400 kills as a freshman, but with a hit percentage of under 200. A lot cleaner so far this year, particularly in the last few weeks when the quality of opponents has picked up. She has risen to the occasion. I think really an equivalence I can make to a Michigan volleyball game last year, you could argue, to Jones today would be the performance of Sydney Wetterstrom at home against Purdue last season. That was Michigan's first game in Cliff Keen against a ranked opponent of the season, and it wasn't even close. Michigan jumped out to a 2-set lead and then hammered Purdue home in the third set for a quick 3-set sweep of a Purdue team that I think at that point was 15th in the country. Wetterstrom, after coming off a week prior, a Penn State game where she only had 1 kill against 8 errors, proceeded to have 10 kills and no errors in that game. A dominant performance by the then junior from Colorado. And Paige Jones, to a certain degree, looks similar to that today.
No doubt, and really across this Wolverines roster, a pure domination of the Ohio State defense. As a unit, Michigan is hitting 367. That's great for one player, but for the whole team to be hitting that well, 28 of 60, I mean, obviously the score reflecting that, but still, the hard work that this team has put in the past few weeks, recognizing the issues they had stemming from their youth, the miscommunication, the poor passing skills, sometimes the effort a little lacking, the players just a half step slow, not being totally committed to grinding it out every single point on the court. We have seen that work from the past few weeks paying off major dividends for the Wolverines here today.
And less than a minute before the start of the third set, once again, we'd like to thank you very much for listening to WCBN Sports coverage of Michigan volleyball and sticking with us here. Of course, Michigan putting in their best performance of the season so far, and right when we have problems. what happened was our equipment, as I said, suffered what could be described as a complete and catastrophic failure. Ultimately, we just had to reset everything and change the equipment, and so far it looks like we're doing well. So once again, we'd like to thank you very much for listening to us, and we're sorry that we couldn't bring you the first 2 sets, which were an absolute blast, suffice to say, from our end as Michigan, as you said, Adam, putting in a dominant performance.
No doubt, and I don't think that intermission could have felt any longer for this team. They were itching to get back out in the court. You can see from our point of view right now the positive energy flowing through this Michigan team. Everybody on their feet, all smiles, the energy incredibly apparent. And, I think that win on Wednesday, as much as it was a Rutgers team that has only won 1 game in the now 6 years that they've been in the Big Ten, it's still a Big Ten win. It's still a positive stepping stone for your team, and I think we've seen it catalyze this team here today, in addition to beating Notre Dame last Sunday, a big rivalry game just like Ohio State today. Opportunities in the air for this Michigan team, and they are passing with flying colors.
Indeed. Passing would be the exact word. Michigan's passing early on in the season, the weak point of their season, their first 2 losses, getting swept at Missouri and in the Dayton Invitational against Missouri, and then losing in 5 to Dayton. Really, you could argue you could pin both losses directly on passing. Natalie Smith, the libero, got benched in the Missouri game for true freshman Amber Beals, but Smith absolutely calmed everything down as the junior from Weatherford, Texas. And Wetterstrom's delivery to start the serve, the pass by Gonzalez. Maurer the set, now Gonzalez on the outside corner, diving dig, no. Point Ohio State.
A little bit of no man's land there, a great little roll-over shot just beyond the outstretched arms of Natalie Smith and Sydney Wetterstrom. Both of them looked like they were beginning to dive, but then held up a little, trying to avoid the collision.
Now Gabby Gonzalez with the delivery. The pass by Wetterstrom. Is that going over? No, it's not. Welsh the set. Jones at the corner. Dig by Kylie Murr. Becca Maurer. The set and the attack. Dig by Wetterstrom. Welsh the set. Wetterstrom from the back. Off speed. Running dig. And out of bounds. Point to Michigan. Sydney Wetterstrom with her first kill of the set.
And with that, her 5th on the match. That senior experience paying off for Sydney Wetterstrom. Great feel there to tip that one over. Seeing the block jump to a hair early. Great job to set them off timing.
And May Pertovsky stands in to deliver. And Pertovsky's delivery, the pass by Murr. Is that going to get down? No, it's not. Ohio State is going to recover, and Maurer is just going to have to give away the free ball. Dig at the knees by Wetterstrom, and Crocker straight in the net. Straight at Kylie Murr. Excellent effort. Now Gonzalez just hammers it over from the back. Welsh the dig. Now Pertovsky the bump set. Robinson in the corner. And Michigan's up 2-1.
And in the first few games, it was really Jess Robinson, the freshman, making up for the lackluster performance of a lot of the upperclassmen. But today, that her first kill, 1 for 4 on the match with 1 error. And, it's great when you don't need Robinson because there's so much talent elsewhere on this team.
And May Pertovsky's delivery, the pass by Murr. And actually an excellent heads-up play by Murr. Gonzalez the attack in the net. Diving dig by Wetterstrom. And bump set by Pertovsky. Paige Jones just severely mishit that. I don't know what that was. I don't know if she was trying to play a pass and she forgot how many passes had been played, or it was just a horrible free ball attempt. Either way, point Ohio State. And the serve by Whitty, pass by Jones. Robinson sliding straight into the net, point Ohio State. No, it got over the net. I thought that hit straight into the net. Either way, the point is to Michigan.
And on that one with Robinson, I believe an infraction on that one. Still with Robinson, that slide play so powerful for her early on. That's really one of the first times we've seen it today.
And Katarina Rocafort's delivery. Pass by Gonzalez. Maurer the set, and kept alive by Rocafort, but that's an overpass. Maurer the set, in the net, dig by Smith. Welsh the set, Jones at the corner, blocked straight back, out of bounds. Point to Michigan. Paige Jones, kill number 11. Mia Grun's not able to wrap that up, an attack earlier.
And with Rocafort, her sister Cecilia, a freshman on Ohio State, the family group chat must have been blowing up heading into this one.
Rocafort's delivery, the pass by Gruns. Maurer the set and the joust at the net. Won by Michigan, but the ball is still alive. Dig by Rocafort. Welsh the set. Jones corner. Another one for Paige Jones. 5-2.
Paige Jones, incredible job there, tooling the block, now above 500 on the match from an attack percentage perspective. Add that to the 2 aces, 3 digs, and a block, an all-around stellar performance from the sophomore.
And Rocafort sends it on its way. The pass by Gonzalez, and the attack and point. Michigan, no, out of bounds. Error by Adria Powell.
And a great swing there from Powell, but a better read from Smith to let it go wide.
And Rocafort's delivery straight into that service error. She's been playing with fire with some of those flat serves, but this time it cost her. 6-3 Michigan.
And beyond Rocafort, another Wolverine. She hasn't gotten in the game yet with Ohio State connections. Amber Beals, her dad, Greg, the head coach of the Ohio State baseball team, 15-5 all-time against Michigan, but today I'm sure rooting for his daughter and the Wolverines.
Michigan's got a big lead going into the end of this set. I figure you probably see her. And running pass by Hammaker and will not be recovered. It is an ace for Camry Holm for Ohio State.
And one of the first errors we've seen thus far today on the defensive side for Michigan. There have been a few attack ones, but nothing defensive thus far.
Holm's delivery, the pass by Hammaker. This one gets down. Welsh the set. Wetterstrom just has to spin it over after contact. Running dig. Joust at the net. Out of bounds. Points to Michigan. Ellie Sandboth with the attack error.
And on the year, Sandboth has been the best middle for this Ohio State team. However, today, 2 kills on 11 attempts, 3 errors, and only a single block for the senior.
Now Paige Jones leads the Wolverines in aces, sends her serve on its way. The pass and the overpass kept alive, joust to the net, and that's a scramble play, double contact point to Ohio State.
Yeah, a little double touch there by Natalie Smith. But speaking of Smith, her sister actually used to play volleyball at Kansas State with Elle Sandbooth. The two of them on the team for several years together. Kansas State, a weaker volleyball program, so Sandbooth now coming to Ohio State, looking to make a name for herself in the Big Ten.
Standing serve, the pass by Wetterstrom. Welsh the back set, Robinson on the slide. And Michigan gets their lead back out to 3.
And there it is, the Jess Robinson hammer on the side play. So hard to stop when she starts hooking around the setter. Robinson, really a bright spot for this Michigan team.
And now Natalie Smith. Deliver a serve. The Wolverines libero serving from the left, and the pass by Camry Holm. Pedraza the set, and Bia Franklin, excellent dig by Smith. Wetterstrom the bump set. Jones will just have to spin it over, and a block. Dig by Welsh. Now the bump set by Smith. Wetterstrom, the attack goes off speed. The deflection, and another kill for Sydney Wetterstrom. That block off of Paige Jones' standing attack from the back might be the best thing to happen to Michigan on that play.
Yeah, absolutely lucked out on that one. Jones's swing was a little bit more akin to a free ball with the pace it was headed over on. However, Ohio State gifting Michigan an easy chance up close, and the Wolverines capitalizing.
9-5 Michigan. Natalie Smith's delivery, the pass by Holm. Pedraza the set. Gonzalez hammers it over. Dig by Hammaker. Welsh, the running set. Wetterstrom again. Blocked.
A triple team there. The quickness, beautiful there from the Ohio State side. But getting back to one of their attack opportunities, I'd really like to see Mac Pedraza try the dump from the setter position. Every single set of hers has gone wide. Really no creativity on the Ohio State side.
Kylie Murr's serve. High arcing serve. Pass by Jones. Welsh, the front set. Wetterstrom blocked again. And there's a lot of positives in this game. The only thing, Ohio State might have Sydney Wetterstrom red.
Yeah, no doubt. 2 blockers at least every single time. Michigan, a team that's been known for its diversity, but right now a lot less offense on the court with Hammaker out there.
Welsh, the set. Pertovsky sliding straight into the net. And a point to Ohio State. And it's 9-8. Ohio State can knot it up.
And once again, the defensive lineup on the floor right now hurting the Wolverines. I know you want to get both Natalie Smith and Kylie Hammaker out there for defensive purposes, but still, really not a lot of frontline power. Only 3 true hitters on the floor for the Wolverines right now.
And Kylie Murr sends it. The pass by Wetterstrom. Welsh, the set. Jones charging from the back, and that is what baseball fans would call a stopper.
Yeah, no doubt. Paige Jones with that incredible vertical leap, able to get up over the arms of the blocker. Mackenzie Welsh doing a great job to set that ball high, and Jones just taking care of the rest.
Now Mackenzie Welsh's serve and the pass by Hall. Pedraza, the running set. Gonzalez at the corner. Out of bounds. Point to Michigan. I don't know. To me, that looked like that was in.
Well, a funny little read there by Natalie Smith. She had her hands out and prepared, but as she pulled back, she yelled out about half a second before the referee actually ruled it out. So maybe a little bit of influence there from Smith on the decision-making process.
I wonder if Natalie Smith played tennis when she was younger. And Welsh is delivering another pass by Holm, and an ace for Mackenzie Welsh. A bad pass by Camry Holm. That's the second time in 2 plays that Holm has really kind of cut in front of a well-positioned Ohio State player for the pass, and Jeff Carlston will call his first time out of the 3rd set with Michigan up 12-8.
Yeah, absolutely, and on the defensive side, it's really paramount that your libero always be the #1 read, kind of like a center fielder in baseball. When there's a ball hit in between 2 defenders, you need one player who is out there as a leader and able to take charge. And, you know, Kylie Murr is going to be a great player for Ohio State, a 4-time All-Indiana, All-Volleyball honoree, 2nd-team All-America in 2018, according to Under Armour. That's 1 team ahead of Michigan freshman May Pertovsky, but still Murr just inexperienced. And like I think we saw a lot of times with Natalie Smith, her first 2 years playing spot duty alongside Jenna Lurg, inexperience at the defensive specialist / libero position can doom a team. You really need your captain to emanate from that position, ooze confidence, and just go attack every ball.
And that's something that Natalie Smith has said, that that's something that does need time before it comes. And she said that, you know, as a DS in her first 2 years, sometimes it's not easy to go to try and go after balls and assert yourself. And she said the whole offseason for her was huge, and even those first couple games before she really found it, it's not a coincidence that a lot of liberos become team captains. Natalie Smith, in a team full of seniors, a junior, is a team captain. And that's after Jenna Lurg, who is one of the best liberos ever to play for Michigan, possibly the best, depending on your opinion of Stasha Selsky, was the Wolverines' team captain last season.
No doubt, Jenna Lurg, one of the greatest to ever do it for Michigan in her career. 1,949 digs, so Lurg, tons of court coverage. Like you said, one of the greatest to ever do it in the maize and blue. Natalie Smith, though, a commendable job replacing her. And like you said, a lot of that comes from the confidence that comes along with effective leadership.
And I know I've spoken to Jenna Lurg a few times, and Natalie Smith does have her full confidence, and Smith knows that too. And Welsh's delivery on its way. Now Pedraza the set. Gonzalez at the corner, tipped at the net, dig by Jones. Corey Crocker's back in. Welsh the set. Wetterstrom off speed, finds it. And Wetterstrom going for that push over the block. Perfectly placed.
Yeah, and Sydney Wetterstrom now with 7 kills on the match. 3 of them have been on the tip, a shockingly high percentage, but the Ohio State block quickly getting to Wetterstrom, forcing her into that. Great job adjusting.
And Welsh's delivery, the pass by Holm, running set by Pedraza. Gonzalez again, dig by Smith, way up in the air. Welsh, the short set, Wetterstrom, another block.
Once again, the Ohio State block all over Sydney Wetterstrom, reading her like a book, but Natalie Smith, an incredible job footwork-wise, being in the perfect position, didn't really have to move an inch, read the body of the Ohio State attacker, read the angle as well, right there to help her teammates out. Wetterstrom just not able to finish.
And the delivery, and that's going to be an overpass off of Jones. And a missed set, a point to Michigan. What was that?
You know, I talked about how I wanted to see a little bit more creativity on the Ohio State side, but at the end of the day, execution is more important than innovation. It does not matter how creative your play calling is if you cannot finish the job.
Wetterstrom serve. Running bump set by Maurer. Gonzalez just throws it straight into the block, and that's going to be Pertovsky and Crocker again.
The bump setting for Ohio State, a weakness as well, and I think a lot of that does come back to the fact that they have a freshman in the rotation. Mac Pedraza not on the floor right now, but she's been one of the culprits today when it comes to not setting the ball too well off of bumps. And then Becca Maurer, a junior who does have a lot of experience. She's got 20-plus assists 15 times. She had 23 against Maryland the other day, but they're just put in a little bit tougher of a position off of a bad pass. And I think that's where Mackenzie Welsh is so underappreciated. Off of bad passes, she is still a very good setter. A lot of the time, it's easy to get flustered when you have to bump set. Obviously, as a setter, you've got soft hands. You know how to effectively put your teammates in the just about perfect position to execute on the attack, but off of a bad first touch, sometimes chaos ensues. And the best setters are not the ones, just like the best hitters, the best players in volleyball are not the ones who can do the routine. Everybody can do the routine. You practice the routine. It's those players who can improvise and take things to the next level when they have a split second to decide based off of a ball that they're not used to judging very often in practice, and it's those players who are the cream of the crop in the Big Ten. Players like Reagan Pittman over at Minnesota, the middle blocker at Wisconsin, I'm blanking on her name right now, Dana Retke. An absolute monster in the middle because of that ability to just go with the flow, roll with the punches, and keep on dominating no matter what.
And it's something that Michigan's hitters also deserve a ton of credit for. Something that I've noticed all season, the slide play to Jess Robinson, a lot of Mackenzie Welsh's sets to Robinson are a bit behind her, and it's just a fantastic display of strength and athleticism by Robinson to still hammer most of those home.
And from a balance perspective, too, that is incredibly difficult to be effectively moving sideways and backwards as you hit the ball and pronate over the top, almost like a fadeaway tennis serve. Awkward stuff, but Robinson, a master at it.
Wetterstrom's delivery, and is that going to be an overpass? No. Maurer keeps it alive. Whitty in the net, blocked! No, kept alive by Michigan. Crocker, that's one of the more impressive free balls you'll ever see, but Ohio State is still going to come away with the kill out of the timeout. Now it's 15-10 in favor of the Wolverines.
And Paige Jones up front was coming back to help Natalie Smith out after that second touch, but Smith just catching that one a little bit too much off the fist. Jones almost broke her ankle on that one. A little slip and slide action.
And now, you ever notice how much Michigan players ask for the floor to be wiped off?
When you're going all out and diving on every play, you don't want to take any chances out there.
Maybe those shoes don't have great traction. Either way, the pass by Wetterstrom. Welsh, the running set, Pertovsky, 16-10.
Pretty good traction there. Pertovsky, a good piece of footwork to get inside, set her angle, and finish that one. Michigan now up 6, inching ever closer to a quick sweep of a hated rival.
And that was Pertovsky's 9th kill. The freshman from L.A. will now serve from the left side. One of the few players who does serve from the left side. The only other regular server who serves from the left is Natalie Smith. Pertovsky's delivery way too far, and that's something we've seen a little bit of.
Yeah, high and tight on the fastball there off of the serve, but getting back to Pertovsky's hops, the high school she went to, the same one that LeBron James Jr. will be going to next year, so maybe that's where she learned them.
Jones from the corner, kept alive by Gonzalez. Maurer, the set, Gruns the attack, dig by Smith. Welsh, the running bump set. Robinson is just going to spin it back. Dig by Maurer. That's going to be a bump set by Gonzalez. Now Gruns, too far.
And once again, Natalie Smith, a lot of it is footwork and execution, but still, I think the job she has done today speaks to her intelligence, knowing the scouting report. I mean, every single ball that has gone over the Michigan block, Natalie Smith has pretty much been right there, ready to go.
And Katarina Rocafort, as we've said, this is a family affair for her. Serves with Michigan up 17-11, the pass by Gonzalez. Maurer, the set, and Rocafort, the dig, puts her on the ground. Now Welsh's attack, and a double contact on Mackenzie Welsh, point Ohio State.
A little bit of duck and cover there from Rocafort. A great diving effort off of the first touch, but kind of had to roll out of the way. A little bit of a fire drill inside, and then obviously the double touch on Welsh there. Just a tough break. Welsh, bound to happen occasionally.
Now Camry Holmes serve. Camry Holm, the only Ohio State player with an ace today. And Holm has to serve straight into the Michigan band, making their presence known today. As Camry Holm, high arcing serve, the pass by Hammaker. That's an overpass, jousted the net, won by Ohio State. Now another one. Excellent heads-up play by Welsh. Wetterstrom, the bump set. Jones will spin it back. Bending ball kept alive by Murr. And the attack by Pedraza. And you asked for it, and you got it.
I mean, it's been there every single time. The Michigan block committing incredibly early to the outsides. Pedraza finally waking up at the front of the net and realizing the opportunity in front of Ohio State now within 4 could get dicey quick.
Camry Holm, another high arcing serve. Pass by Jones. Welsh, the straight up set. Wetterstrom kept alive by Holm. That's going in the stands. Wetterstrom's 8th, Michigan's 18th of this third set.
And Sydney Wetterstrom, the block there once again to greet her, but just too much power from the senior. An emphatic swing.
Now Jones. Behind the service line, Ohio State now the one asking for the floor to be dried off.
And Ohio State now looking to avoid losing.
Jones's delivery, the pass by Gonzalez at the ankles, and Whitty sliding. No, that was actually Vanja Bukalic from Belgrade, Serbia, and Ohio State gets their 14th.
Ohio State
something that a couple of us were talking about last night before the game. Ohio State has Vanja Bukalic, who hails from Serbia. Michigan has Katarina Glavinic, who hails from Croatia.
Yeah, talking about bad blood. But anyways, as that serve sails out, Ohio State now a mere 6 points away from extending their losing streak to Michigan to 6 matches. They've additionally lost 6 of their last 7. Losing here would be 7 of the last 8. Quite the contraire to what's happened on the gridiron.
Natalie Smith's delivery, the pass by Moeller. Pedraza the setup, blocked by Pertovsky. That should be a solo. Wetterstrom might get the assist, but that was all May Pertovsky, and Michigan is into the 20s.
And when we think of a block party in Chrysler, we're usually talking basketball, but today the Wolverines all over it. The 5th block of the day for Pertovsky.
Smith's delivery, the pass by Moeller. Pedraza, the set, Whitty! Bukalic, rather, and it's in again. Point to Ohio State.
Yeah, just powerful swing there from Ohio State. There's no quit in this team. You love to see a resilient team that sticks it out to the bitter end.
20-15, Kylie Murr, the libero's serve, the pass by Wetterstrom, well placed. Welsh, the attack, 21. Mackenzie Welsh, kill number 4. And Michigan is that much closer as Corey Crocker checks into the game for Kylie Hammaker.
And the best play in the Michigan offensive playbook, I know the Jess Robinson slide is probably the one that puts the fear in the most hearts of other teams, but the Welsh dump, the most effective.
Mackenzie Welsh's serve. Pass by Moeller. Whitty, off speed. Crocker the block, but can't get it all the way over. Now Wetterstrom will tip it over. Ohio State ready for that one. The dig by Moeller. Pedraza. Gonzalez tipped at the net. Dig by Smith. Welsh. Front set. Wetterstrom again. Another block, but that's out of bounds. Point to Michigan. Wetterstrom grabbed the top of her ponytail, worried that she may have taken a deflection off the top of her head. But 22-15 now. And I didn't know Jeff Carlston still had a timeout, but he's going to take it. Oh, no, I think they're going to review it.
Yeah, that one certainly whizzing by Wetterstrom. You might not see that one graze your head, but you probably can hear it. That ball ripped.
Well, there's probably evidence if her ponytail moves.
Well, if she's jumping in the air, it's going to move around.
I know, that's...
Hey, at least she's not wearing a bun.
There we go. If that's Corey Crocker, that's a kill for Ohio State. But Jeff Carlston challenging that call. Jeff Carlston, in his 12th season, had a bit of a rough go of things last season in Columbus. Ohio State only going 12-20, including a Rutgers-esque 3-17 in conference play.
And, you know, as a whole, it's been a successful tenure from Carlston now in his 12th year. 220 and 153 in his 12 years there. He's got 7 tourney appearances, but he has not had a winning record since 2016 when he was 22-13. So for Carlston, looking to get on track, but in such a loaded conference that it might be another year with a losing record.
Indeed, this Buckeye team certainly isn't bad. That call stood. The serve by Welsh, the pass by Moeller, Pedraza the set, Gonzalez! Did that strike the pole or was that blocked? Either way, point to Michigan, 23-15, 2 points away from a resounding rivalry victory.
Yes, stuffed at the net, and Mr. Brightside now coming on to urge Mackenzie Welsh towards victory for Michigan.
Mackenzie Welsh's serve, the pass by Holm, Pedraza, Gonzalez, kept alive. Ohio State, Mark and Lisa Rosen unmoved as that ball just went right over them.
I was about to say, most coaches would maybe move out of the way of that one, but Lisa Rosen, a pit bull, down there, a no-nonsense coach, one of the greatest at the school, not even a blink from her.
Lisa Rosen, one of the best volleyball players in Ohio State school history, as Becca Maurer with an ace. It's really the first bad pass we've seen from Natalie Smith.
Yeah, first error there from Smith on the pass, but still, once again, knowing the scouting report, Natalie Smith right there as the ball found its way to the Michigan defense.
And Becca Maurer, 23-17 now in the pass by Wetterstrom. Welsh, the set, Pertovsky, bit of an off-target set. Now Maurer, the set, Whitty thrown over, dig by Welsh. Now Smith, the back set, Pertovsky again. No deflection, out of bounds, point Ohio State.
And still for Michigan, the Ohio State blockers moving rapidly and in unison, getting 3 people to every single Michigan swing.
23-18, the pass by Wetterstrom. Welsh, the back set, Wetterstrom pinches in, 24-18. And now match point has arrived.
And not quick enough there, Sydney Wetterstrom, too quick on the attempt, 10 of 24 on the day, only hitting 167
and now Sydney
because of those 6
Wetterstrom,
errors.
1 point away from winning this game in what could be a defining victory for this season. Welsh's delivery, the pass by Moeller. Murr, the set. Gonzalez, the attack. Hits Pertovsky. And point Ohio State. The Buckeyes will stay alive.
And I know this set is a little bit more competitive, but I'd still, for bragging rights, like to see Amber Beals take the floor and play a little bit of defense.
All right. Gabby Gonzalez, now the pass by Wetterstrom at the ankles. Welsh, the bump set. Jones for the win. Blocked dig by Wetterstrom. Welsh, the set. Now Pertovsky, kept alive by Murr. Now the set. Gonzalez throws it over. The dig by Pertovsky. Welsh, the bump set. Jones again. Finds it. 25-19. Michigan takes set 3 and the game. A sweep of the Ohio State Buckeyes. The Ohioan Paige Jones applying the coup de grace as Michigan wins their 5th straight against their enemies down south.
A little English on that one. I think it speaks a bunch to how much Paige Jones has grown as a player with the 3 blockers all over her, rather than just pound the ball off the block like she probably would have as a freshman. Jones sensing the massive real estate tight to the net on the far side of the floor, doing a great job to spin that one just off her fingertips, putting it through, and Michigan, like you said, a resounding victory, no doubt, in the stadium today as to who was the better team.
And Michigan will have another shot at the Buckeyes a week from today in Columbus. Unfortunately, WCBN looks like we will not be able to cover that game, which is unfortunate, but either way, a fantastic win today for the Michigan Wolverines. And that will do it for WCBN Sports coverage of Michigan volleyball. Again, we're sorry for the technical difficulties that robbed us of coverage of the first set and a half. And we'd like to thank you very much for staying with us through all that. Once again, my name is Nick Hornberg. Alongside me, Adam Rich. Have a great day, everybody. And until we meet again, go Blue.